Now it's your turn to solve a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. Stop this video, take a moment to write out your answer to this problem in your lecture outline packet, and then turn the video back on to check your answer. The equation that we're asked to solve is x squared plus 2 equals negative 7x. And on the page here I've written down the quadratic formula, which states that if ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, then x equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of the quantity b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So let's get started with this problem. X squared plus 2 equals negative 7x is our original equation. And in order to use the quadratic formula, we'll need to set this equation equal to 0. We'll do that by adding 7x to each side of the equation. And that will give us x squared plus 7x plus 2 equals 0. Now we're ready to apply the quadratic formula. So from here, we can then state that x equals the opposite of b, which will be negative 7, plus or minus the square root, and we need b squared, which is 7 squared, minus, and now we need 4ac, which will be 4 times 1 times 2. And that's all divided by 2 times a, which in this case is 2 times 1. So from here, we'll simplify what's inside the radical, and then we'll simplify the fraction if possible. So writing this solution, or these solutions, there are going to be two of them, we have x equal to negative 7 plus or minus, and then inside that radical we have 7 squared minus 4 times 1 times 2. So that will be 49 minus 8. And again, that's all divided by 2. Continuing, we can state then that x is equal to negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 41, which we calculated by taking 49 minus 8. And that's still all divided by 2. The square root of 41 cannot be simplified because it does not have any perfect square factors. So at this point, the solutions that we have are fully simplified. To check these solutions, we would replace every instance of x in the original equation with negative 7 plus the square root of 41 all over 2, and negative 7 minus the square root of 41 all over 2. We check each of those solutions. We could also take decimal approximations and check them. We're going to omit the checks here and simply state the solution set. So the solution set here, I'm going to write curly brackets to show that this is the set of all solutions. And then we'll have one solution, which is negative 7 plus the square root of 41. And that expression is divided by 2. Then we'll separate it with a comma and put negative 7 minus the square root of 41. And that expression is divided by 2. And then, of course, these two numbers are in curly brackets.